Mr. Miller, you're recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Chairman Blackburn, Cruz, Ranking Members Hickenlooper, and Cantwell, members of the subcommittee. Thank you for the opportunity to be here today on behalf of the legal, state, and tribal regulated gaming industry, one of the most highly regulated industries in the United States. We are an essential part of the American economy. The legal gaming industry supports 1.8 million American jobs. We have more than 1,000 casinos, tribal and commercial, across 42 states, suppliers, manufacturers, and sports betting. Our industry has created economic vitality in areas left behind by other industries. We generate more than $100 billion in employee wages. We deliver $18 billion annually in state and local taxes to fund critically important community projects like education, infrastructure, and public service. The legal gaming industry, our regulators, and sports leagues are aligned on our shared mission to protect sports integrity. Together, the industry monitors, flags, and reports suspicious activities and threats to that integrity. Since PASPA was reversed in 2018, 40 states and the District of Columbia have thoroughly worked to build sports betting frameworks centered around integrity, consumer protection, responsible gaming, and accountability. Other states, like Utah, Texas, and Georgia, have chosen not to legalize sports betting. Yet there continues to be a robust offshore illegal market that provides consumers no protections while receiving about $700 billion in American bets. And now, gaming integrity frameworks are being undermined by so-called prediction markets who are evading state, local, and tribal authorities. The legal state and tribal regulated gaming market has proven safeguards. More than 8,400 state and tribal regulators who oversee our industry. Licensed sports books operate under strict rules regarding age verification, AML compliance, geolocation, integrity monitoring, responsible gaming, advertising standards, and flagging suspicious activity. Prediction markets, they don't comply with most of these important regulatory protections, and they allow 18-year-old teenagers to bet on sports. And although a vast majority of their business is in the sports space, prediction markets have also drawn attention for offering death markets and other odious bets that threaten our national security. We market ourselves accurately. We're part of the entertainment economy. These so-called prediction markets are deceptively calling sports betting financial contracts and investing. Despite messaging designed to beguile policymakers and the public, they are increasingly being exposed as backdoor sports betting operations. We know it, they know it, and the American people know it. As Senator Hickenlooper said, now nearly 90% of Kalsi's wagers revolve around sports betting. They advertise it themselves. Sports betting, legal in all 50 states. A bipartisan coalition of 41 state attorneys general agree. So-called sports events contracts are actually sports betting, and the states must regulate them. We believe that prediction markets are evading state and tribal authorities and has cost those states and tribal authorities close to $1 billion in lost tax revenue that would otherwise go to social services. In closing, so-called prediction market platforms jeopardize the integrity of sports. States, tribes, regulators, leagues, and operators are working together to improve consumer protections, to reinforce responsible gaming. Our process protects the integrity of sports. Why the prediction markets don't want to play by these rules? It's for them to explain. The CFTC was created to regulate markets critical to the functioning of the nation's economy, not to regulate Monday Night Football. In 2024, Kalsi stated this in federal court. As the legislative history directly confirms, Congress did not want sports betting to be conducted on derivative markets. And just a few months later, they were offering an overwhelming menu of sports bets, from the NFL playoffs to the Super Bowl to March Madness. Prediction markets, aided by a rogue CFTC, are making a mockery of congressional intent. The prediction markets are running national sports books, and it's time to hold them accountable in the same way we are. Thank you for having us here today, and look forward to our conversation.